Dreading perpetual loneliness got 10 times worse after watching The Worst Person in the World. It's a story of enduring distress and uncertainty accompanied by a casserole of feelings that change over time, causing repercussions to the person dealing with it or to others around that might be affected too. This movie tells the story of Julie, a young woman who navigates the troubled waters of her love life and struggles to find her career path, leading her to take a realistic look at herself and feeling guilty due to the irreversible mistakes made in the process. It illustrates what someone goes through when facing mainly the fear of not being in the right place with the right people. Not only that, but also how easy it is to unintentionally start to measure and therefore hurt people, a product of our convoluted minds without intention or any control. It happens often with long-term relationships that started way back at a very early stage in life, where there's so much investment in it at the start that may cause the couple to unconsciously bypass their own personal character development. And as time goes by, each individual may feel the need to not be attached to anyone once they start to feel they have to find themselves, or even leading one of them to meet different people just to feel something different. Now look, it's not okay to cheat on someone, and to an extent this movie started to get on my nerves because of that, but the matter is portrayed with such delicate dictation, getting to a point where it's not asking you to side with the decisions made by the main character, and instead gives you the exact picture of how people cope with predicaments in their lives. Those might pass, but quite often a bit of clarity always leads to another inner fight. Your brain constantly seeks new things to be stimulated by, and when you're in an environment that repeats itself, be it on your hobbies or routine, it's easy to turn simple things that once provided joy into something dull and soulless to you. That's the brain asking for new experiences from time to time, and the longevity of it all might lead to a life of constant anguish if you're not resilient and therefore lose control of your emotions, causing you to lose your authenticity. It makes you wonder, what if you could stop time in a parallel reality set loose of any moral restriction and just unapologetically accomplish every single thing that you wish to? Let me tell you that even then, you'd feel purposeless in the end. Life is like a card collection. Once you have them all, you won't have anything more together. And a lot of times, it's the same with decisions and experiences. And the more we repeat something, the less importance and intensity it holds. But there's one behavior that never loses the magic, and it's something that we tend to do quite often, even more passionately when going through a hard time or when dreading our departure. That being revisiting something dear to us, and doing it over and over again to ease the turbulence, to feel safe somehow, taking comfort in nostalgia, watching your favorite movies countless times, playing that one video game that brings you home, or listening to a specific song. All these things attached to our personality outlines that mainly came from our childhood, where time wasn't a problem, when hopes and dreams made life even more joyful, not having to deal with the fear of not walking on the right path, or in contrary with being older, not being tormented all the time about what we could have done differently.